Hey guys, it's good seeing you again. We're super excited to be with you. We've been having tons of fun making and doing these stories for you guys. And we're just here again to tell you another awesome story.
All right, so just like we've been telling you guys stories, we're going to talk about a time when Jesus told somebody a story. So there was this lawyer who came to see Jesus, and he told Jesus he wanted to think of the most difficult question that he could ask Jesus because he wanted to challenge Jesus, kind of trip him up to see if he was really Jesus, if he really knew all the answers about everything. So he thought of the most hard question he could ask Jesus. And so he told Jesus, "What must I do to inherit eternal life? What do I have to do to live forever in heaven?" And so Jesus answered him back with the question, "Well, what's written in the law? What does it say in the Bible?" And so the lawyer answered, "Well, it says to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, soul, strength, and mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself." And Jesus said, "Well, there you go. That's right. So if you truly love God, you're going to love your neighbor and you'll live forever in heaven." And so the lawyer, he wasn't too happy with that answer. He's like, "Well, who exactly is my neighbor? Who exactly do I have to love and be nice to? You know, who's my neighbor?" So Jesus said, "All right, I'm going to tell you a story that can help answer that. I'm going to tell you a story that will show an example of how you can love and show mercy to everyone."
There was a Jewish man. He was traveling from a long ways, and he was going through a path where it was, out in the middle of nowhere, kind of in the desert, and there was tons of rocks and places for robbers to hide. And so this guy's walking and traveling, and sure enough, he gets robbed. So these men came up to him, beat him up, they took his clothes, they took his money, they basically took everything this guy had and just left him out in the desert for dead.
So he was pretty sad, this traveler who just got beat up. He couldn't even get up. He was so hurt. He was so sick. He was stuck there. And his only hope is if somebody came and helped him because he couldn't move. He was that hurt. And so after waiting a little while, he finally saw somebody who was coming down his road, and he's thinking, "Yes, I'm going to get saved. I'm so excited." And then he saw that it was a priest. Even better. This guy's a priest. He knows the Lord. He works at a church, a chapel. Great. He's going to help me for sure. So when this priest got closer and noticed the man that was lying there, the priest probably thought, I'm on my way to a temple. If I touch this guy and he dies, then according to Jewish law, I won't be able to enter the temple after sunset. And that would be a problem because I have my own responsibilities. I have to go teach all those people at the temple. I have to go do stuff at the temple. So I don't really want to mess up my schedule for this guy. Somebody else will help him. I don't have to do it. And so he went on his way and he left that poor injured traveler still there, still hurt, still stuck on the road.
So after a little while of just, again, the priest having walked by, the guy's sitting there waiting and hoping that somebody else is going to pass by. And sure enough, a second man passes by. This was a Levite. He was also another leader that helped lead at the church. Suddenly, the Levite noticed the injured traveler in the middle of the road. He saw him. He saw that he was beat up, and he saw that I was bleeding. He says, so he was just thinking, he's like, he thought the same thing the priest thought. I have things to do. I probably shouldn't help this guy out because it's going to mess up my schedule. So I'm getting out of here. I could become unclean too. So he left, and he just left the guy there.
And so this poor injured traveler is getting super defeated. He saw two chances, one guy, the priest, one guy, the Levite, and they both left him. And he's thinking, this is it. It's getting late. The sun's going down. I might die here if nobody helps me. But then he finally sees another person. He's like, great, this is the last person who's probably going to travel because it's getting dark. But then as the person got closer, he saw that it was a Samaritan. And so he got super upset because back then, Samaritans and the Jewish people, they weren't friends. They didn't talk to each other. They didn't like each other. They for sure didn't help each other. And so he's thinking, great, if those other guys didn't help me, this Samaritan, he's not going to help me. We're not friends. Our groups of people, we don't clash together. We can't, that's just not going to work. But the Samaritan saw him, the injured traveler, and he took pity on him. And he bandaged up to his wounds, and he put him on his donkey, and he brought him to an inn, which is kind of like a hotel back then. And so he brought this guy, and he started taking care of him. And he stayed by his bed at that inn, and he helped clean all of his wounds, he helped feed him, and he helped him get better, and he stayed there. So this guy, the injured traveler, he was pretty injured, so he's gonna take a while to get better. But the Samaritan had to go home, so even all the help that he already did, he even helped him even more and gave money to the innkeeper, the guy who was in charge of that place, and told him, here's some money, continue to take care of this guy, continue to make sure that he gets better, and I'll even come back and check up on you guys and see if you guys need anything after I go home and take care of my duties.
So after Jesus finished telling the lawyer the story, he said, which of the three men do you think acted like a real neighbor to the man that was robbed? The one who showed kindness, said the lawyer, of course. So Jesus replied so that everyone around him can hear, and he said, go and do the same. So the main point is, guys, when we go beyond what is expected of us, to help others, we're showing God's mercy. The Samaritan showed mercy by helping the Jewish man. And like Miss Bree said, the Jewish people and the Samaritans really didn't get along at that time. So this man went out of his way, not even a friend of his, and helped the man in need. So by doing that, we're showing God's mercy to other people. Just as God showed mercy towards our lives, if we take a moment and think, well, is there a time or a place that I did something that I wasn't supposed to do? And I know that I have those times. I know for a fact that God has forgiven me and he's shown his mercy towards my life. So that's what God's calling us to do, guys. And that's the point of this story, guys. Even though we might get upset maybe at people that we don't like, or even people we do like. Sometimes we get upset at people we do like. We have to show them mercy and we have to forgive them for what they've done to us. And that's what God teaches us.
So we're going to go over a verse to help remind us of that. So our verse this week is Luke 6:36. So Mr. Josh and I are going to read it first together, and then we'll read it all together. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Luke 6:36. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful.
So now we'll read it all together. 1, 2, 3.
Luke 6:36. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. So a thought we want to leave you guys with, and something you can think about during this time is, what has God done in your lives to show you mercy? Like I said, what is a time? I think I remember when I was a kid, I took some candy that I wasn't supposed to without asking my parents, and I was like, I know. And I took it, and my mom was not happy, but my mom came back afterwards and said, listen, like, it's okay, I forgive you, just don't do it again. And I think God shows that same forgiveness towards us. So what is a time that you guys went through that God or even your parents showed mercy towards your lives?
Hi, kids. So today we learned about helping people is a way to show mercy. So today, for a little game, Mr. Josh is going to be my hands and help me get ready. He's going to help me do my makeup. So these are Mr. Josh's hands. He's going to help me do my makeup. So go ahead, Mr. Josh. Oh, okay, that's blush. Got some blush there. Okay, got the right brush. That's my chin. Oh! You know what blush is? Where it goes? Okay, those are some eyeshadows. Oh, that's lipstick, what you have. You're gonna have to round it, yeah. There you go, pump it out. Beautiful. I'm not sure you're even trying. That's not even lips! Alright, that's enough. That's enough lipstick for you. Thank you for that. I feel beautiful already. These are some eyeshadows, if you can find a brush nearby. One's kind of tricky to open. Use your nails. That's another eyeshadow. So find an eyeshadow brush. Or use your fingers. There's a brush? Oh, that's not even an eye. So beautiful already. I'm not sure he's even touched my eye ever. Got some face makeup. You can just pull it. There you go. So you pump it and it comes out, and then you put it on my skin to make it blend in. You probably should have put that on first. You also have mascara and eyeliner if you want to use those. Those are brushes. Okay, just a brush. So your right hand is on an eyeliner. Thank you for blending that. Good, good, good. Nice and blended. Not that, but your right hand is on an eyeliner. Yes, that's an eyeliner. Go ahead and line my eyes. That's, you're supposed to line my eyes. Okay, I assume you're trying to do the next eye. I'm gonna close my eye, Josh. Okay. All right, we also have mascara. Yes, twist it open, and then that goes on my eyelashes. That's my eyelashes. Okay, yep. Okay. Ah! Okay. I think you're just about done. Am I beautiful? Did he help me?
Kathy?
Can you? Sure. All right, we'll let you up. Look at my beautiful face.
Oh my gosh!
I should probably go look how I look.
I think I did a great job, guys. Do you think I should take her out on a date now? Bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care.